Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Fair competition or publicity stunt? Despite having nothing to do with boxing, the 2022 comedy drama Everything Everywhere All at Once swept the Oscars, taking home 7 of the 11 awards for which it was nominated. It turns out that the phrase would have been ideal for summarizing the reactions to the unexpected announcement on Thursday of the impending arrival of a massive combat sports event. For better or worse, Netflix made a stunning announcement when it revealed that Hall of Famer and former 2-time heavyweight champion Mike Tyson will face influential superstar Jake Paul on July 20 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Paul has made his name as a boxer by gorging on retired and aging MMA stars. You're not alone if you're unsure of how to react or even think about this contentious clash. It's equally good, horrible, and ugly in all the ways that make it hard to look away from a car crash on the side of the road while driving past. This is the show for you if you enjoy combat freak shows that include 2 of the most recognizable figures in contemporary American society. Additionally, this one is perfect for those who find it offensive to see a middle-aged man who will turn 58 in June trade blows with a boxer who is 30 years younger than him. This fight did not just land on nobody's summer attraction bingo card as one of the best-kept secrets in recent memory. Most of the people who texted me about it right away were my mother and my best high school friends, 2 groups that have never willingly bought a boxing pay-per-view since long before Tyson's last professional fight, in which he was dropped by journeyman Kevin McBride in 2005 and would not get back up. Part of this fight's ingenuity is that it won't be a pay-per-view. Tyson Paul is just the 3rd live sporting event and the first in the combat genre. On Netflix, a daring step in the streaming giant's ongoing acquisition of live sports. With its more than 260 million customers, Netflix will stream the fight for free, giving the circus event the chance to become the most viewed boxing contest in modern history. No, this bout did not have the same lengthy, 5-year build-up as Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao's mega fight in 2015, which set a combat sports record with 4.6 million pay-per-view purchases in the United States alone. Furthermore, it is insignificant compared to the cultural and social impact of boxing's most significant historical events, such as the 1938 heavyweight title rematch between Joe Louis and Germany's Max Schmeling, which took place just 1 year before the start of World War II and attracted an estimated 100 million listeners worldwide. Similarly, the 1971 fight of the century between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier is still regarded by many as the most anticipated sporting event ever. However, Tyson Paul has the potential to be even more successful if you see this event through the lens of the current crossover boxing bubble, which Mayfield began with Mayweather's 2017 victory over UFC star Conor McGregor, which generated 4.4 million PPV buys. Tyson played a significant role in demonstrating what is financially feasible outside of the world of traditional pugilism. Even though Paul and older brother Logan, who boxed Mayweather in a 2021 crossover event, are frequently credited with maintaining the circus and carnival bubble. This is usually due to Jake Paul's ongoing feud with UFC CEO Dana White and a long list of his former fighters. For an exhibition battle against 51-year-old Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, Tyson, then 54, came out of retirement. The match brought in over $80 million in revenue and an incredible 1.6 million pay-per-view purchases, ahead of the short-lived but explosive success of disruptive promoter Triller. The fight card included several well-known musical acts, such as Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. In the co-main event, Paul defeated former NBA guard Nate Robinson via viral knockout in just his 2nd professional fight, after dominating PPV on Showtime, ESPN, and DAZN. Paul is 91 in his professional career 4 years later, only 2 months after Netflix signed WWE's flagship character Raw to a multi-billion-dollar agreement. He will be the primary promoter for the sport's first entry into the market through Most Valuable Promotions, the firm he created with former UFC CFO Makisa Badarian. It has been difficult for most people to interpret Paul's announcement as a sign that the sport of boxing is about to face an apocalypse, even those who have been critical of him for a long time have acknowledged his passion and hard work to improve. Tyson's physical and mental health are the main causes of concern. Yes, he did look amazing when he outboxed a fellow middle-aged person in Jones a few years back. In addition to being 3 decades younger than most of his detractors even understand, Paul is larger than average for a competitive cruiserweight. Which brings up the most crucial query. Why would a state commission accept responsibility for approving Tyson to compete? Paul's decision to box 47-year-old Anderson Silva, the former UFC champion, in 2022 was met with ample derision, even though Silva's unexpected victory over the great underdog Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. the year before seemed to validate the strange matchup. The aforementioned Triller also made a terrible mistake in 2021 when it pushed an exhibition battle that resulted in the first-round knockout of 59-year-old Evander Holyfield by 44-year-old retired mixed martial arts great Vitor Belfort. The event was widely criticized. Whether Tyson-Paul is an exhibition or an official boxing contest has not yet been announced by the Texas State Athletic Commission, which has a long history of being careless and permissive in the world of professional boxing. Tyson's health at such a late age is a concern, but there's also the added risk of impropriety or simply the possibility of it when two warriors with this much money on the line are so far out of age. The fans will undoubtedly turn out in large numbers to see this freak show, not just to try and break the record set in the same building in 2021 for the largest indoor boxing event in U.S. history when Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders produced 73,126 fans, but also to make this a truly transformative event for Netflix subscription metrics. This is especially true if the show attracts the most casual eyeballs. But entering the ring with two of the most well-known individuals on the planet doesn't always mean instant success. Which leads us to the best and most intriguing part of this fight for those who can admit they'll put aside their fury long enough to watch it on the calendar. No one can honestly predict the winner of this match while maintaining a straight face. Given his stature, age, and recent activity, having fought 4 times in the past 13 months alone, Paul has opened as a -500 betting favorite. Though power is the last thing to go in an aging fighter, Paul has yet to face a big puncher and lost his only real fight against a legitimate boxer, a split decision loss to reality TV star Tommy Fury, the half-brother of heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, last year. However, you would be lying to yourself if you didn't think a one-punch knockout for Tyson was still possible. Not only that, but if Tyson, who is about 13 years older than George Foreman, was when he defeated Michael Moorer to reclaim the heavyweight title at 45, closes the door on the brazen and disruptive YouTuber, who purists say is making a joke out of the sport. The idea of breaking the internet would spread by the thousands. In defense of those detractors, Tyson-Paul is a complete joke when it comes to the sport. However, it's also so incredibly silly that it's almost ideal. We can criticize it endlessly by bringing up all the pertinent reasons why this is a bad idea. Nevertheless, on July 20, we will continue to tune in and see one of the most distinctive matchmaking efforts in combat sports history. This isn't really about boxing. This is about car crash television, which Americans have been gulping down for years. From the infamous Kimbo Slice Dada 5000 M&A match at Bellator 149, where one fighter suffered a cardiac arrest inside the cage, to the legendary stunt performer Evel Knievel failing to clear Snake River Canyon in Idaho in 1974 on his motorbike, in a closed-circuit event promoted by Boxing Hall of Famer Bob Arum and WWE founder Vince McMahon. However, this one has the greatest chance of smashing all previous records for viewership, making it the best stunt of them all. No, that doesn't make it right, but it does make all parties involved tremendously wealthy, and that's still the goal of prize fighting. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.